Hey guys, welcome back to 3 Sport. We've talked a lot about the pre-throw program, so now we're going to build up to the mound. Again, we talk about things that you guys have around the house. This can be a broomstick. This is about a $3 piece of PVC pipe from Lowe's or Home Depot. What we're going to do, we talk about transferring energy, getting down the mound, right? So what we're going to do, and we're going to just set it right here by our back foot, okay? And we're going to go from the stretch, and we're basically going to act like we're coming set. So if you come set with your hands a little lower, a little higher, that's fine. It's kind of a preference, and everybody's body moves a little bit different. So I always came set about right here. So we're going to go here, we're going to come set, and then we're going to give ourselves an authentic leg kick, which by that I mean just a real leg kick, because you'll see a lot of guys get in drill mode and just want to get down the mound. We're going to come set, give ourselves a leg kick, and then we're going to get right here, and we're going to make sure that this PVC pipe stays right here. So you can see what I did there. I basically made sure that my weight stayed back. A lot of guys have trouble dumping that front side, and they get rushed to the plate, and we miss arm side high or glove side low. It can really affect the spin on our breaking ball and cause a breaking ball that we are spinning a whole bunch, but it's not spinning the right way, so it becomes a very pedestrian breaking ball. Again, so this is super simple, and again, this is something you can do at home, on a mound, flat ground, whatever. You're just gonna come set, authentic leg kick, and down. And again, if you'll remember the feedback that I gave earlier, when we land, my knee, if you can see it, is pointed at the shortstop. This means this is engaged. There's a couple of really good verbal cues that I like to use with this. Think about, you'll hear a lot on Twitter, if you're on Twitter or any social media, about vertical shin angle, okay? All that means is this. It means they want you to keep this vertical as long as you can, basically meaning that you're staying back. They're not saying stay above the rubber, because we're trying to create energy to get going forward. We just got to make sure that we're loading up, okay? One thing that I think about too is this. Think about keeping my knee above my foot. When we're doing this, one thing that really helps is to think about pushing down on the inside of our back foot right through here. As I do this, it gives me this sense of load. So think about this. If somebody took your lunch money and you were gonna come at them, you wouldn't just walk up and go like that. You would want to load up and get that rotation to extension. One of the most interesting things that people are studying right now in my world is this. They're talking about high-level boxers. And I want you to think about something. We've all talked about if you want to throw 100, your hand has to go 100. Well, think about boxers being able to knock somebody out in such a very short, efficient stroke. And it's basically the same move that we're trying to make as a hitter or a pitcher, okay? So we're going to be right here, up, down, and out. You want to hop up here and try it? Good. Go again. Good. Now stay right there. Now you'll notice right here, see how his foot started to cave? And we've talked a little bit earlier with him about making sure that that body stays back a little bit longer to deliver the hand. So I want you to think about, let's go back to where we were. And so does your weight feel forward? Okay. Stay right there, don't move. Let me have this. And I want you to hold that like a bat. Now, would you ever take a swing like that? Not much power there, is there, okay? So we want to go right back to here, okay? So instead of, we talk about block learning, and what that means is this. We go out to the spot where we kind of mess it up, and we go back to where it was last right. So say he's way out in front. Instead of starting the whole thing over, we talk about building muscle memory, myelin. We talk about these pathways. We want to get it back. So all we're going to do is move his hips back. Don't move any part of your body but your hips. Okay, now can you get a little taller on this back side? Very good, right there. And then your front toe is going to be out just a little bit, right there. Now that feels like a position of strength. Okay, now let go. Now you got a shot to hit from right there?
Yeah.
There's still something left in the tank. Okay, so let's try to repeat that. So, and if you go out and you dump it too much, just simply just take your hips back and think about taking your knee back over your back foot. Very good. Very good. There's another variation of this drill, and what we're going to do, I call this the senior picture drill, because anybody that's ever played baseball anywhere in the world and went to high school, they've had a senior picture taken like this with a ball bat, right? So we're going to hold it just like that. Okay, so go ahead and get out. It's very important because, again, we're trying to teach the body to move a certain way and a new way. So we want to try to make everything as game-like as possible. Your tendency is to want to hold it like this, but I want to go ahead and get out like that. Very good. So go ahead and roll it all the way. Can you get your elbows? There you go. So now you'll notice what we did by rolling it all the way in. We've created leverage with these angles in our elbows, okay? So go ahead and come set, and you're going to do the same exact thing you did. Good. Okay, a couple of things here. Notice he's done a really good job of making sure this knee stays further back over his foot. Kudos right there. Now, one thing you'll notice, his glove side, or this pipe now, is pointed right to the target. Well, what happens is it makes it really easy to spin off the pitch and create that bad spin like we talked about earlier. So we actually want to leave his hips straight, but we want to get a little bit of this, which is going to give us that rotation to extension. So let's go ahead and land again and try to get in that spot right there. Very good. Make sure your hips are flat. There you go, right there. Okay. And one thing that you'll really want to watch on this, and this is probably the part of the drill that you really got to be aware of, is see how he landed like this. Go ahead and open that toe up. That's going to allow your hips to clear that front side, which is how you actually land in the game. Because if you think about it, you don't actually land like this. So let's try to do it one more time and get that toe out like we normally would when we land. Okay, so your hips are a little far forward, right?
Right.
And there you go, right there. Okay. This is a great drill again. Broomstick, flat ground, on the mound. Doesn't matter, it's something we all have around. In the coaching world, we talk about doing things away from the field that nobody sees, that allows us to be really good when people are watching. This is exactly one of those things. This, I promise you, will not only help you on the mound, but it'll also help you swing in the bat as well, because it's all about a transfer of energy through the lower half, through our body. Thanks, look forward to seeing you in the next video.